to not only creators, creative people, but for everyone. So, fun, creativity, hands-on experience, and it's a journey and it's a process. And we're gonna talk more about that here later on in future episodes of the podcast. That's where you really gonna get the real gems. You know what I'm saying? You name it. And that's what we talk about here on the podcast on a consistent basis, on a daily basis. The industry when it comes down to design, fashion, food, music, should definitely have all the time you need to be able to stay informed on what's going on and get involved. I'm lost for words at this moment. I can't express how meaningful they are. And we we take pride, and we cherish each and every person that is not enough. If you really want to grow your brand, gotta be involved. Really. Design, designing lives, designing in your face. Design, designing lives, designing in your face. Don't know what to design today, but there's just one thing I know for sure. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Designing Lives. I'm your host, Devin here, with another episode again of fun, creativity, uh, hopefully a little humor, and just inspiration that can be impactful and valuable to not only creators, creative people, but for everyone. So it's come to my attention that make sure that I'm saying this right. Yeah. Okay, so excuse me, y'all. I kind of need to do double check on something real quick just to make sure that we are good to go. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. What they say. Okay, cool. Had to respond to that and make sure that was situated right. Forgive me. We're always professional over here, so at this time I want to go ahead and get right on into today's episode of the podcast. Listen, I know there's just some people out there who have been lurking and watching on our social media when it comes down to the content that we have, yet they don't engage. What's the point of that? We put this content out here for free for you all simply because of we know it has value, and we know that it can be utilized way more than it has been. So, because of that, we gotta let you guys know, like, watching Instagram quotes and 60-second clips of the podcast is not enough. If you really want to grow your brand, if you really want to establish anything, or if you even want to make something that's even meaningful at all, like you really got to be involved. You can't just watch from from the sidelines and think you're gonna get the information and that's all it takes. Like it really has to be hands-on experience, and it's a journey and it's a process. And that's what we talk about here on the podcast on a consistent basis, on a daily basis. But also, not only that, we try to demonstrate that in real time, showing you real examples, giving you it raw, genuine, unscripted content that's can't be found nowhere else. Literally, like I haven't found it at least. If you have, let me know, please. I want to hear. I want to see it because Mystify moments, the mystify moments, the mystify moments, the mystify moments, the mystify moments. Demystify, demystify moments, Demystify moments. Demystify. Ooh. Hey, has a designer ever told you as a potential client some fancy words that you have no idea what they mean and you give them a look like, what does that mean? Like, literally. One's like topography, tracking, a tittle? What? We ain't here for just no snack, We here for the whole course meal. Like, you come to and watch the podcast and you watch the full episodes, that's where you really gonna get the real gems. I mean, yes, we try to clip it in there, clip some stuff out here for you all, so the casual user viewer can at least know about what we got going on. But really, if you really are who you say you are and you really are creative, or you really are thinking about your creativity in a manner um, that's above and beyond just the typical, hey, watch the full episode, man. That's all I can say. Like, literally bi-weekly, y'all, so we are going to be putting out more content as well, weekly in between that. But right now, the podcast itself is bi-weekly. So, hey, you should definitely have all the time you need to be able to stay informed on what's going on and get involved. Like, it really is a snowball effect, and it does move fast. But at the same time, we don't move that fast, y'all, because we want to practice quality over quantity over here. Like, we don't care about how fast somebody can quote you, or how fast they can say that they can deliver on certain things. We really do deliver. And that has a certain value right there too. But at the same time, we gotta hold you accountable as well. So I'm excited. Yeah. I get to go to the merchandise shop and get some new hats and all of that. I'm excited. Plus, I heard they got new merch as well. Yeah, man. We're just around the corner, you know what I'm saying? It's over 24/7 online, and I get to go there in person today, right now. All you gotta do is hit that link on our website down below.
In the crowded world of brands, standing out isn't an option. It's a necessity. What sets Deft apart? It's our dedication to personal, bespoke branding solutions. With just one designer, you get the attention that your brand deserves. From concept to creation, we craft brands that resonate, inspire, and captivate. Your brand deserves to be Deft. Visit devinsdeft.design and let's start creating something amazing together.
That's Deft. That's Deft. That's Deft. Hey, baby, it makes her smile. It makes her smile. If you didn't know, then you do now. So how about now? The sun is out, her figure's out, and this is how. Figure out paying her toast. Ooh baby, it makes her smile. Why does it take so long? She said, oh really? I'm having fun. Do you even really want some? On today's episode of the podcast, I just needed to, vent that out to you all because we noticed that, man, we've been dropping so much insights of the industry when it comes down to design, fashion, food, music, you name it. You know what I'm saying? You name it. But it's not going to stop, and it's going to continue to keep going on as far as us dropping out this high quality content, but we're missing you all. All right. So I want to close out today's episode of the podcast by just giving you guys a friendly reminder that the content will be primarily hubbed on YouTube because that's the center of where we live. From day one, our content has been on YouTube, and everything else has just been snippets put on other places so that you all can, know where we are. But the hub is YouTube, so that's right. At Devin's Def, you can find us on all social media platforms, but the hub to find the real raw, full in your face, genuine content is always going to be literally first place YouTube, and then also Patreon as well, because we are putting out new content that's exclusively just for Patreon as well. So for our paid members, thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those who are just casual viewers, free members, and things like that, we still thank you as well because those people are very valuable as well. And everybody is. So we're not dismissing or discrediting anyone. We want to make sure everybody is aware of how impactful they are. And we want to also let you guys know that we are looking into, doing more stuff on our Discord. But it takes you all being enthusiastic and encouraged when it comes to being interactive with the content in order for us to continue to keep on, trying to figure out new ways to reach you all and to keep you all inspired and and keep the communication going between both client, customer, and business. Here at Def, we're not focused on just business to business. We're focused also on it's fire. It's really, really good. That's Def. You gotta keep on growing, baby. That's Def. That's Def. You gotta keep on showing, baby. That's Def. You gotta keep on growing, baby. That's Def. That's Def. You gotta keep on showing, baby. First off, I got something to say. Dev dog, I ain't coming to wait. Dev Devin, man, state your claim. Help out when you are to blame. Your craft Deft. You gotta keep on growing, baby. That's Deft. That's Deft. You gotta keep on showing, baby. That's Deft. You gotta keep on growing, baby. That's Deft. That's Deft. You gotta keep on showing, baby. Crazy creative, ain't no one hating. It's crazy creative, ain't no one hating. That's why it's Deft. Second, I got news for you. We do what we want to do. Is it right point of view? Research, Devin, who knew? That's Deft. You gotta keep on growing, baby. That's Deft. That's Deft. You gotta keep on showing, baby. That's Deft. You gotta keep on growing, baby. That's Deft. That's Deft. You gotta keep on showing, baby. The the viewers, aka customers as well, um, because depending on your industry, not everybody has, clients or has the same um, structure when it comes to their business, even though they might be in the same industry. And that's another thing that we can talk more about on the future episodes of the podcast. Like, how is your business structured? That makes a difference. We're going to talk more about that here later on in future episodes of the podcast. We got so much stuff to talk about, y'all. Like the possibilities and endless um, creativity that oozes out of the fibers that make up what we call, you know, depth. Are man, I'm lost for words at this moment. I can't express how meaningful they are, and we we take pride, and we cherish each and every person that is in content, so in contact with what we are putting out there, because um, we give and we get, we give and we get, or we give and we receive. As that sounds better to you all, but we don't ask for much. All we do is ask for your respect, your time, and we're gonna have a good time together. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna close out today's episode by saying thank you all for watching. If you like this content and you want to see more quick, small episodes of the podcast that we tackle certain particular topics, let us know. Put them down in the comments. You need to let us know what topics you guys want to hear more about, and we'll get into it. All right. Until next time, I'm Devin, here with Designing Laughs. Peace. There's stuff that is exclusively only on Patreon to this day. That's not going to go nowhere else. So you need to go over to our Patreon and go ahead and just sign up, man. Become a member. You already fam. Go ahead and become a member so you can not miss some of this key important information and just dope, depth content. Literally.